Hello and welcome to another update video about HNT Helium. So yeah, it's unfortunately a chart that where I don't have to add much to my last videos, but again, it's a chart that was heavily requested by a lot of you guys, probably because it's dumping so much. But this is not to anybody's surprise really, because we talked about that in the last video. I don't do HNT videos very often. I talk sometimes about them in the member live stream. Sometimes we do them. I think I made a couple. The last video was actually with the FTX chart, which showed a very low price, but actually in reality here, this is now the Binance chart, Binance US chart, but because it has a long chart history. But the other charts have caught up right now, so the price has really dropped to these levels, and I remain of my view that this is the linear chart, that this is just an ABC pattern to the upside, because we had this sort of, I mean, you can count this in a bullish way. Yeah, you could do. The problem I have with this is that this last move up is not a clear impulse. Yeah, and the more bullish view how to count this got invalidated when we dropped below this swing low here. So therefore, we cannot use a bullish view on this anymore. It is also retraced nearly 100%, and hopefully the warnings of my previous videos have been heard, especially applicable here to HNT, which is a shame because yeah, it has retraced now. I mean, how much? It's a bit like a candidate like Filecoin. Yeah, 98%. I mean, surely this can recover, and I expect it to recover at some point now, probably when the bull market starts. But with a coin that has dropped that much, and that shows, especially on the log chart, a very clear three-wave structure to the upside, you can see that very clearly. An A wave up in 5 waves, a wave B down, and then a clear 5-wave move up in a wave C. I mean, this is a clear ABC structure, yeah. And then we have very clear 5 waves down as well. So this can end at some point here, those 5 waves. I mean, but it would not be, most likely not the end of the overall bear market that HNT is going through. So it has dropped actually also below. Well, yeah, it's done more than you would normally expect in a wave 5. That's even more bearish than you would normally expect. Normally you would expect here at least sort of to find some support, maybe here at the 165 level, the 1.618 extension of the wave 1. So that in itself is an even more bearish sign. But it's also one of the coins where I say no reason to be long here. And if I don't have any HNT. I still have my 2 HNT miners here, but I think they will. Yeah, I don't know what to do with them. I've never used them, and I kind of be a bit demotivated to start to get into all of this, setting them up and everything with such a price, and with looking at the prospects of this coin, the price at least. Even though I like the project fundamentally, but yeah, I have limited hope, and I know it can get depressing to be so bearish these days, but it's not the time to be bullish on charts like this, where I see 3 waves up, 5 down. I think we had a bit of a green candle recently. I think that's why I got a lot of requests. But all that was a tiny green candle here. That's it. No substantial breakout, and it was so tiny. Yeah, I mean, you see now a descending wedge, right? So that is sort of an evidence that we are sort of getting towards the end of this. And if you wanted to count this, you could say, okay, we had here wave 4. This was 1, 2, 3, 4, and now we're in the wave 5. Sort of really the last leg down, but possibly only of this wave 1. And what we would then get probably when the bull run starts or a more substantial recovery, what we'll get is most likely here an ABC, possibly into the region here. Here between and this could become a very shallow one, yeah. So I need to draw the fibs. Just roughly sort of into the region here between $22.60 and $36 probably. So that might be an opportunity either, yeah, sure, to go long at some point when we see a signal, yeah. But again, there are much better chances to go long if really a bull run starts or more substantial recovery. With this is most likely only going to be a wave 2. So I'm not entirely sure where this will, how this will end, but this is certainly a very bearish perspective. These coins, when they do that ABC up and 5 down, I mean, this certainly has a chance to start from scratch really. especially if it drops below the price of the beginning, but the chances are slim for that. And if it does, yeah, that's fine, you know. But then again, most altcoins will do that, and I think it is then time to avoid charts that overall have a bearish look like this one. Okay, sorry not to be the bearer of bad news, but I think a more substantial recovery can be expected here. But then that is an explanation, Elliott Wave explanation, why some coins in some bull markets make lower highs, because they are doing something like this. They're doing 5 waves down, 3 waves up, and then over time just fade out, be delisted or whatnot. Let's see. I hope the best for HNT, because I still have my miners here. But again, the chart at the moment doesn't suggest anything more bullish, unfortunately. Okay, and that's my update about HNT. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.